For once po, babaguhin ko ng konti ang aking opening spiel. Good afternoon mga ka-Pageantry. Habang sinashare ko po ang link ng ating show, sandali lamang po because this is going to be a very special episode. Of course, I already promoted it on my social media account so you would know why it is special. So, uulitin ko po. Good afternoon mga ka-Pageantry and welcome. Welcome to the first anniversary episode of Pageantry Norms. This is, excuse me po, pasensya na po. Ganyan po talaga pag first anniversary, may sneeze, nag-sneeze daw for good luck. Nakakaloka lang. Excuse me po. This is our season 5, episode 6, and it so happens to be our first anniversary episode. Tatanong niyo, bakit naman kaya ito naging first anniversary episode? Our very first Pageantry Norms program happened last June 27, 2020 at the height of the pandemic. Kumbaga, ang setup po namin noon was still very crude. As in, I was unsure of the stability of my internet connection. Hindi ko alam kung maitatawid ko yung episode. And my very first guests then were Hannah Arnold, Bella Ismael, and Shane Tormes. Kasi pumili ako ng isang candidate from each of the 3 national pageants that were ongoing at the time. Fast forward na po tayo to 2021. My God, 1 year later, 1 year na po tayo. Nakakaloka lang because hindi ko ba iniisip na, ang dami ng ang dami ng shoutouts. Hindi ko lang iniisip na aabot kami din ito katagal. Pero shoutout po muna tayo. Hi, May Francisco for Kathleen. Hi, Christian May Cabrera for Ganiel. Hi, may kanya-kanyang pala na talaga. Jeron Oceana. Ay, thank you po. Yung pa-fresh po yan, nakakatulong lang talaga ang ginagamit kong moisturizer from Alma Maria. And yung ginagamit ko pong beautiful skin product na foundation, liquid foundation. Kakaloka, nag-promote lang ng produkto. Pero alam nyo, it's so nice to actually observe our first anniversary ng walang arte. Kumbaga, I just want it to be so casual. Kita nyo nga, hindi na ako naglagay ng mga lobo, hindi na ako naglagay ng banda ng musiko in my background and all. So, I just want this to be special in the sense that I invited guests that I am very much comfortable with. Masarap kausap, masarap na ini-interview, kaya 5 po sila. Shout out po to Marcy Diaz Agonoy. Good afternoon. Oh, hi Daryl Peña Redondo. Ay, nako, balita ko. Ay, hindi ko na sasabihin dahil sa Facebook tayo, Daryl. Ha? Bradley Concepcion for Tracy, Maureen Perez. Hello. And thank you, May. Oo, alam mo, kung talagang kung I-adjust ko lang talaga, ay parang itong boses sa radyo ang boses ko. And Katab. Hello. Oh, hi, Lex. Hello. Heart to you also. Yes. Ang dami na pong nangyayari sa ating pageant wise. Maybe it's not the kind that we expect to happen kung normal na po lahat. But masaya po tayo na nangyayari na. Hi, Amir. Thank you. Miss you. Hi, Miss Becky pala. Ay, kakaloka. Yun po. As you all know, ongoing na po ngayon ang Miss Philippines Earth. Tapos, ang Binibining Filipinas will have its finals 2 weeks from now. Tapos, Miss Universe Philippines, malapit na po. July 15 na po, na-extend lang ang kanilang deadline for submission. Pero the online screening are already starting. And Miss World Philippines. Medyo malapit lang po ng konti sa puso ko because the general manager is Arnold Mercado is a good friend of mine, so he has been asking me to help uh, in the activities, also to be a presence with the ladies na tuwan-tuwa naman pag nandoon ako, yun ba, happy pill daw, yun. Min Hipolito, thank you, and Jonas Valenciano, maraming salamat din. Yeah. 5 po ang guests natin this afternoon. And they're all candidates of Miss World Philippines 2021. Of course, syempre, maybe nagbibiro mo nga sa akin, ay sila po pinagsama-sama niyo for this episode. Para bang ano na yan? Para bang preview na yan ng mga winners? Ay, huwag po natin tingnan sa ganoon. It just so happens that this ladies ay komportable na ako sa kanila. So, dahil nakilala ko na sila even before they joined Miss World Philippines, isa nga po tawag ko, kakambal ko pa. Chos, kakambal daw. Oo. Shout out to Daniel Allen, Oscar James, and thank you, and Reb Brito. Ngayon, pakilala po natin isa-isa ang ating mga guests. Dahil baka po medyo mahaba itong episode na to because alam niyo naman, itong ating 5 guests, hindi naman ito basta-basta ano lang, they will just answer questions like that, tapos wala na. Kumbaga, ano talaga sila, mga lumalaban itong mga girls na to. Ortega Marites, hello, thank you. I will call them according to their numbers para po merong sense of order dun sa pagkakasunod-sunod nila. So I will first call on our candidate number 22 from Miss World Philippines. She's representing Bataan. And actually, after a number of years na medyo nag-low profile po siya, bumalik po siya with a bang this year. And kumbaga, pag sinasabi nga natin din ng she's in it to win it, talagang ipupush niya talaga, pagbubutihan niya. And gumamit ng bagong mga bagong promotional photos si Direk, natutuwa naman ako. Ang ganda-ganda niya dito. And nakakatuwa po, during the closed-door swimsuit preview last Friday, ako lang po ang nanubuan sa pageant media, she introduced herself as Sergeant. Major ba? Sergeant or Major? Major Dindi Joy Pajares. Dahil sundalo na po. Sundalo na po yan. Friends, let's welcome Dindi Joy Pajares. Hello, Dindi.
Hello. Good afternoon, Tito Norman. Thank you for inviting me.
Dindi, please greet our viewers first.
Hello to all the viewers watching right now. Hello, good afternoon to you guys. Good afternoon, guys.
Naloloka lang talaga ako. Paano mo introduce ang sarili mo, Dindi? Major ba o Sergeant?
Sergeant, Tito Norman.
Sergeant
pa lang, yes.
Sergeant Dindi Joy Pajares. Nakakaloka. Isipin niyo bang sundalo yung babaeng yan? Oo, tapos habang nag-training sa mga Air Force, talagang kumakanta siya ng theme song ng Init sa Magdamag. Nakakaloka. Oo.
Yeah.
Oo. Pero, am I right in assuming, Dindi, na yung ginawa mong training na yon with the Air Force, was that also part of you being
flight attendant?
Flight attendant? Tama ba? Meron bang may relation ba?
Actually, Tito Norman, that's why I also consider to enter Philippine Air Force Reserve Command because I think makaka-help siya sa profession ko as a flight attendant because sometimes I'm also part of the presidential crew. So for me to really do my job well and to protect our president and all the cabinet members during and whenever we have a flight, I think if I have a basic knowledge with the military training, I'm gonna be really an effective flight attendant for them.
Ibig mo sabihin, you've already experienced how it is to actually be part of the presidential crew.
Yes,
Hindi.
Yes po, I'm part of the presidential crew. Last 2017, we flew to Russia. But then, nakat yung trip namin because nag-martial law sa Philippines. So, very memorable din siya because alam mo yung pressure na nasa aircraft kami and pagbalik namin sa Philippines, martial law na sa Mindanao. So, yes, medyo nakaka-tense siya. So, doon ko din na-realize na just in case na dapat i-consider ko din talaga yung military training para medyo mas relax ako whenever I'm with the president or sa next president.
Oo. So, tanong ko lang to Dindi. Kumbaga, very basic lang, no? For us who are not very aware of the training that you went through. Let's say, for example, ako, kasama mo, let's say, flight attendant ako dun sa eroplano. But I did not go through the training that you did with the Air Force. What is it that you can do that I cannot do because of your training?
Well, in Philippine Airlines naman, Tito Norman, we're also trained to evacuate the aircraft and to rescue our passengers and to save our passengers. But it's different when survival training na kung saan kayo nagland. Like sa jungle or anywhere, at least meron kang background na kaya mong makasurvive. Kasi as a flight attendant, we're trained pero with the use of our medical equipment, survival equipment. But once na nandun ka na sa jungle or nasa field ka na and wala talagang kagamit-gamit, that's the time na mas may advantage ako as a Air Force. Like, gumawa ng fire without match and makasurvive na may konting water lang. And really, yung military training ng discipline. Iba yung tinuturo na discipline sa military training.
Ay, ibig sabihin pala, Dindi, makakagawa ka ng apoy.
Apoy sa
makakagawa to. I mean, makakagawa ka na, pero makakagawa ka ng actual fire. Ibang sa stick, makakagawa ka talaga.
And makasurvive for ilang days na talagang walang ligo, walang tulog, but at the same time, alert ka, Tito Norman, just in case may mga may mag-ambush, alam mo na, like, mga unexpected events, at least you're ready and prepared.
Oh. But before I introduce our next guest, final curious lang ako din, no? Pagkasama may mga sundalo, of course, syempre, alam nila beauty queen ka, you're tall, and everything. May asiwa ba?
Oh. Some of my mates, we call each other mates, kilala nila ako, and naku-curious sila na parang, oh my God, Dindi, beauty queen ka before, di ba? Nag-join ka ng ibang pageant, tapos biglang Air Force. So, ina-expect talaga nila sa akin na susuko na ako sa first day pa lang. Kasi ang lakad ko daw, pag nagmamarcha kami, may kembot.
It cannot be helped. Ganun talaga eh. Oo.
May hampas daw yung balakang. And Tito Norman, even pagod kami and pawis, may lip tint ako sa pocket. Iba yung beauty queen eh. So, nagugulat sila sa akin, but bakit rosy cheek? Namawala yung lips. Kahit nagti-training, hindi nila alam may lip tint ako.
Hindi, tsaka syempre iniisip.
Oo. Na mag-give up na ako dahil, iniisip nila parang, nako, social yan, or medyo weak sila kasi ang alam lang nila, parang the glamorous side lang ng life. But then, pinatunayan ko, mas na-challenge ako na no, the more na dapat mag-perform ako and ipakita ko na I'm strong, I'm brave, and kahit military training to, matatapos ko siya. And yes, I'm so blessed na finish na ako sa training and gumraduate na kami noong June 19. Unfortunately, hindi ako naka-attend because of my health condition. I'm not feeling well that time.
Ayan, ako. Dindi, I will introduce our other guests first before we go into group discussion later. So our next guest is candidate number 27. She is representing Laguna in the competition. She is a dentist and ang ganda-ganda po niya. Ang biroan nga po namin palagi, tinatawag po siyang kambal. Dahil pag nakita niyo yung mukha niya talaga, para bang, oh my God, parang si Maria Clara nung panahon ng Noli Me Tangere. And she's really very beautiful, but she's also tall. She's, I think, around 5'8". And napaka-sweet po niya, ang hining niya. And basta makita niyo lang siyang umiti, parang gumagaan na ang pakiramdam. Friends, let's welcome, straight from Laguna, Trisha Martinez.
Hi, Tito Norman. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, Trisha. Trisha, batiin mo muna ang mga Lagunense at Laguneños, ng mga kababayan mo.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, sa mga Pileños, Lagunenses, at sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa ating FB Live sa The Philippine Pageantry. Keep on watching lang, guys, until the very end. Let us enjoy this afternoon.
No, nakakaloka naman talaga ang mukha ng aking kakambal. Tagang pag nakikita ko, parang ang gaan-gaan ang pakiramdam kasi pag ba yung pang feeling mo, pag medyo pagod ka na, tapos titinan mo siya, tapos ngingiti siya, ay, para bang kape? Nabubuhayan ka bigla ng ano. Pero ako mo sa so far, nag-enjoy ka ba, Trisha, sa iyong journey sa Miss World Philippines?
Opo naman, Tito Norman. This is my first ever national pageant and isa yun sa mga bagay na talagang tinatatak ko sa isip ko na do everything, do the best that I can, but don't forget to enjoy. So, sobrang masaya ako, not just me but also my team. Masaya kami sa ginagawa namin.
Oo, kasi alam mo, like for example na lang no last Thursday natin sa Red Hotel when sa second day ng intro video shoot na tapos ka na pero you still had to stay on dahil the Tevian team they requested you to be part of the shoot para sa promotional material ng Tevian. Aba, adi siyempre, pwede ka ba tumanggi doon? Yan po, alam mo yan po nakakatawa kay Trisha, hindi po yan basta magsasabi na, ay, pagod na ho ako, ay, tinatamad na ako. Hindi yung magsasabi ng ganyan. Ay, sige po, go po, ano lang yan, ano. Pero pagod ka noon, Trisha, no?
Naku, Tito, sino ba naman ako para humindi sa Tevian at saka kay Sir Albert, di ba? Once in a lifetime opportunity lang yun. So, grab lang ng grab, Tito.
Ay, shout out tayo. Mami mo ba to, Trisha, si Tess? Mami
Yeah,
mo ba?
opo, nanay ko po siya. Nandiyan siya sa kabilang room. Hi,
Oo,
Nay!
hello, oo. Hello po, hindi po namin pag-uusapan ng love life ni Trisha. Karoon po kayong kabahan. Yes, oo.
Grabe, Tito.
Oo, si Chino. Ay, si Chino, nanonood din si Tito.
Hi, Sir Chino!
Yun. Kaya nakakatuwa lang. Pero when, last Friday naman, sa Bench Tower naman tayo nagpunta noon, hindi ba?
Yes,
so,
Tito.
Ang tagal nyo sa holding area noon kasi siyempre hindi naman pwede sabay-sabay na by 5 lang talaga para may distancing and everything. Hindi ka ba nainip noon? Kinabahan or something?
Hindi naman, Tito, kasi all of my batchmates from number 26 with Joanne, Julie, Anne, sobrang close naman kami with Rufa as well. So parang in-enjoy lang naman every moment. I think it's a chance for me to show that I'm not just a really sweet girl. Kaya ko ring...
Ayun na, sinasabi ko. Ay, batiin natin shout out to one of your designers. Hello, Jomel. Kalma. Oo,
hi, Kuya
nakakatuwa.
Jomel.
Oo, naloloka lang ako. Nakakatuwa. And, ang ganda. Alam mo, meron akong lucky charm dito. Ano lang, kung nagkapasama talaga ako sa nabigay sa akin ng lucky charm na to. Oo, hindi ko na lang ikukwento. Hindi ko lang kukwento ng kumpleto ang episode ng Lucky Charm na to. Pero natuwa lang naman ako. Nakakatuwa lang naman. Hindi ba natin nyo noon po ang face niya si Trisha? Hindi po ba kayo talaga na mabibighani pag nakita niyo yung batang yan? Nakakatuwa. Trish, I'll just introduce our other guest. I just want the baby girl, si Shannon, nanonood din sa atin.
Naku, Shannon, hi!
Oo, ang ating birthday girl nung Thursday. Oo, si Shannon. Okay. Trisha, I'll just introduce our other guest before we do a group discussion. Our third guest for this afternoon, she is actually, medyo malapit na rin po ako sa bata ito because familiar na po siya sa akin. Una ko po siya talaga nakilala was during the time of Philippine in Cebu. And then, first time niya Miss World Philippines, kakilala po ako. Ayun. Ay, thank you, Mami Pesis ko. Tapos, nag-join siya Miss Universe Philippines last year and this year marks her return to Miss World Philippines. And this time, seryoso ito. Feeling ko dito talaga lalaban to till the end. Pero ang ganda-ganda ng bata is talaga na kung nagkikita kami, isang tingin lang and somehow we always get to size up each other somehow. Friends, let's welcome all the way representing pala Cebu, Tracy, Maureen, Perez. Hello, Tracy.
Hello everyone! Hello Tita Norman. Good afternoon.
Nagkakaloka. Tracy, pakibati muna ang ating mga Cebuanos and mga fellow Visayans out there.
Hello sa tanan Cebuano, tanan mga Bisaya. Mayong hapon ninyo tanan. And I hope na magpadayon mog tan-aw. Ayaw dyan mog hawa, humana gyud ang show.
Nakakaloka talaga. Pag nakikita ko si Tracy, para talagang nakatingin ako sa manika din na para bang, ay, sabi ko, ano to? Alam mo, nakaantuwa ako kay Tracy kasi nakikita ko talaga yung progress mo eh. Yung bang talagang, okay, nag-join ka first na Miss World Philippines 2019. Tapos, nag-MUP ka. Tapos ngayon, yung development ng your looks, the way you project and everything, ano na talaga eh. Kumbaga, sabi ko, ano na, kumbaga, ready na talaga and everything.
Thank you, Tita.
Oo. Pero ikaw ba, Tracy, when you finally decided na go tayo for Miss World Philippines 2021, ano na yung mindset mo when you finally decided, go tayo dito?
Tito, actually, of course, mindset talaga will always be the number one factor when it comes to competing. Kasi, of course, in 2019, it was my very first national pageant. At saka, I didn't know anything about being in the nationals. I didn't know anyone. So, it was super difficult for me. I think it was an adjustment period din for me. So, throughout my experiences, there were so many learnings, and I tried my very best to apply every single learning that I've had so that it could hopefully help me this time around. Actually, yung third time ko dito, Tito, this third try in the nationals, pinag-isipan ko talaga. I had to really sit down and talk with my relatives. I don't have parents anymore, so I always rely on my cousins, my older cousins, for advice. And sinabi talaga nila, Tito, Mau, they call me Mau kasi, Mau, ready ka ba? No matter the result, will you be able to accept it? Kasi, of course, Tito, wala naman talagang sure. Even if some may say na I'm a pageant veteran, we still don't know what the results are gonna be. So, dapat 100% ready ako for anything. So, I told them, I'll get back to you tomorrow. As in, parang umiyak talaga muna ako. O nga, no, parang dapat ready ako. Dapat matanggap ko kahit ano, win or lose. Pero sinabi ko din, at the same time, lalaban talaga ako. I will not go home without winning the crown for Cebu. So yes, I'm ready. I'm mentally and emotionally prepared. And I think that's the most important thing.
Yan, magandang sagot yan, Tracy. Ang natutuwa po ko, viewers ko, Tracy, iba na po siya umaura pag nasa stage ngayon. Iba na po talaga. Talaga, harapang pag nakita mo, mapapanganga ka na lang na, ay, iba siya ngayon. Talagang,
Thank you, Tito.
ibang level up. Oo. Kasi, of course, alam ko, may mga learnings ka from Miss Universe Philippines. But just the same, syempre, a big part of Miss Universe Philippines nangyari during the pandemic.
Yes.
So, a big part of it, ginawa nyo rin talaga in your own time sa Cebu, sa social media and everything. Talagang towards October na lang na nung inakit na kayo sa Baguio and everything. Pero the most part of it, talagang on your own kayo sa mga kanya-kanyang provinces nyo, di ba?
Yes po, opo.
So, it's a different kind of experience also. Pero pag dito sa Miss World Philippines, you are coming back to siguro, hopefully, a sense of the old normal na ng pageant na nakasanayan nating lahat. And Nakakatuwa nga po ito si Tracy. Numbering namin talaga noon ng candidates. Just sabi ko, ay naku Tracy, ano ba ma-assign sa yung number? Ano bang number ang gusto mo? O dapat tahimik lang yan kasi pag nag-arrange na ng mga height. Ayan na. Sabi niya, Diyos ko po, wag naman po sana ako mag-45. Wag naman po
Hindi
yung
naman
ilagay
po.
sa dulo. Kasi, huli po akong kakain pag ako number 45. Ay, di ba? Inang linya ngayon ni SL ka ng number 45. Ay, dito, lagi ako huling kumakain. Nakakaloka. Hindi, pero natuwa na si Tracy na bilang, ay, 36 ang nasa
Yes,
sa kanyang
36.
number. Ay, ano yan, parang part po yan ng vital statistics. Parang gano'n.
Yes, that's my hips.
Oo.
36.
O, hindi
Oo.
hindi ba? Hindi ba? Nakakatuwa lang. Alright. Tracy, introduce ko lang yung dalawa pa nating guests bago tayo mag-group discussion, ha? Dahil mukhang magiging mahaba ito. Ang next guest po natin, nakita niyo siya last year. Sa Century Tuna Super Buds, but unfortunately, she had to drop out going into the finals because of some I think may mga naging problema yata with regards to COVID at sa contact tracing and everything. Pero ito pong batang ito, bata daw, hindi na po bata. Ito dati bata siya, ngayon hindi na po siya bata. Every time we see each other, akala po ng marami parang she's so suplada or masungit. But somehow, pag nakuha niyo po kasi ang kiliti nitong batang ito, ng babaeng ito, she's such a cool person to be with. Walang arte. Oo. Pag ano yan, yung bang tipong noong last Thursday na nakita ko siya nakatayo lang isang sabi ko, Hoy, why are you standing there? Upo ka. I pulled the chair for her. Ayoko na nakakita ng beauty queen na nakatayo lang ng gano'n, no? So, friends, let's all welcome Kathleen Paton. Hi, Kathleen. Naku naman, nakakaloka ka, nakamute ka.
Hi, Tito Norman. How are you?
Ibang level ka talaga, Kathleen.
I'm so sorry for the mute.
Oo,
How are you,
ano
po?
ba? I'm good, no? Parang, are you,
I'm giggle.
well, you're always giggle naman.
That's true. That's true.
Oo, and
I just want to say, ano po, it's an honor to be here, and I always enjoy being on your show. Every single time I see you, it's always so interesting. Our little conversations are always interesting, if you know what I mean. So I'm happy to be here today.
Kathleen, hindi ka ba babate to your viewers in Thailand, perhaps?
Yes, of course. To my viewers in Thailand, hello po. How are you? I miss Thailand. Actually, my first pageant, international pageant, was in Thailand. So, to all my people there, Kirk, hello.
Ayun!
Is that what you wanted?
Yun ang hinintay. Yun na yun. Yung biglang, hi, Kirk. Well, napakabilis, ano? Hi, Kirk, hello, hi. Oo, nakakaloka pag
Don't make me.
Gigil ka na nga
I'm giggle ulit.
Nakakaloka tong babae. Ito talaga, no? Oo, tapos when last Friday when she arrived sa bench tower, sabi ko nga, ibang niya. Ang tagal niya naghintay sa holding area because she's number 37, so she had to be
38
patient.
po.
38. She had to be very patient and waiting downstairs
But that's okay. Because I'm actually a very, very patient person. I really enjoy being in my own space. I can stay in traffic for 3 hours and okay lang. So, like you said earlier, wala akong arte or something. I'm not maarte. So, I'm okay.
So you're a very patient person,
Mhm.
yes.
I think so.
Also in love, I guess. No, you're very patient.
Yeah. I believe I'm very patient, but when it gets to the point where I get annoyed, I can very quickly get frustrated as well. So there's a level.
Oo.
There's a balance.
Kita mo nga nung Thursday, nakita kita nakatayo lang. Sabi ko, ano ba, Kathleen? Why are you standing up there in the corner? Oh, na parang you're just waiting for things to happen around you. Dad, sabi ko, ay, umupo ka. Umupo nga siya. Umupo sa floor halos. Sabi ko, why are you slouching on the floor?
Ginawa ko yung Asian squat. Actually, that's a very comfortable position for me, so it wasn't a problem. But Tito Norman talaga went out of his way and grabbed me a chair, and he's like, "Here, sit down."
Because it's just so odd. Parang sabi ko, ano ba yun? Why is she there? Parang nakaupo sa almost Asian squat. And alam mo naman yung Asian squat, it reminds me of something else, Kathleen. But I won't say what it is because it's not acceptable on Facebook if I say that. So, huwag na lang natin i-detalye masyado yung part na yun.
Actually,
Kathleen,
that time I wasn't thinking about getting a chair. Kasi there were no chairs available and I didn't realize there were so many chairs behind me. So, pasensya na po.
Oh my God. Tinitingnan
I won't
niya
do
yung
that ever
chairs
again. To make you comfortable.
Alam niyo po, pag titignan niyo yung mukha ni Kathleen, you'd think na parang, oh, she has a big face. You should see her in person. Ang liit-liit po ng face niya.
Oh my God,
actually, yung face niya is... No, yung face ni Kathleen po, pang-artista. Kasi it's a small face. The way she's doing it right now, you'd think that she has a big face. But no. Pag nakita niyo po siya in person, she has a small face lang talaga. And especially if you remove the makeup, the small face becomes even smaller.
Oh my goodness. Opo, kasi walang contour.
Oo, sabi nga ni, nakakaloka. Sabi nga ni May Francisco, your face is like half of hers. Nakakaloka.
Hi, Mama. Shout out.
Oo, alam mo naman si Memay, kayo na pa sumasabi, bumabati yan, nagka-shoutout si Memay. Okay, Kathleen, I'll just introduce our last guest before we go into a group discussion. Our final guest po, Aiton. First time po i-guest to. Tutuwa ako sa babaeng ito because, you know, through the years, ever since she became Abutihan ng Pilipinas, we've always been in touch because, and in between these years naman na she's doing her work with ABS-CBN and as a lifestyle and entertainment reporter. Nakakasama rin po kami sa coverage yan. In-interview pa ako minsan yan for Miss Universe. Tapos, every time we see each other, it's just that, parang you're talking to a colleague. Pero masaya po kami every time na magkasama kami dito. Walang keme. Oo, kumbaga, we're just very comfortable with each other. Friends, let's welcome Ganiel Krishnan. Nakakaloka.
Hello everyone. Tito Norman, happy first anniversary. I'm just really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here. You have a very powerful platform. And masaya.
Natutuwa lang ako na kasama po natin ngayon ay ang ating star patroller na nagko-cover ng isang guesting niya sa Pageantry Norms. Pakinggan po natin ang ulat niya. Pasok, Ganiel!
Norman, sa mga oras ito ay patuloy pa nga ang interview session kasama ang Miss World Philippines candidate. Isa na nga ako dyan sa i-interviewin. Norman, happy first anniversary sa'yo. Balik sa'yo.
Salamat, Ganiel! Alam mo, po natutuwa pag kami ni Ganiel pag gano'n. Alam niya, the minute I say something na parang i-segue ko bigla sa kanya as a TV patroller, alam na niya kung ano gagawin niya. Kahit nasa makeup room kami, sige lang, go lang ng go. And Ganiel, gusto ko lang na bumati ka naman sa mga tao, mga supporters mo na kanina pa nagpa-hashtag sa'yo dito, walang tigil. Dami, hindi ko na mabasa yung dami ng hashtags na ito, Ganiel.
Hello.
Dami.
Okay, magandang
Go,
hapon
go.
po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok po sa amin ngayong hapon. We're very happy to be here guesting for Tito Norman's first year anniversary for Pageantry Norms. And thank you so much for supporting all of us. We're very grateful.
Nakakaloka. Hashtag Ganiel Krishnan for the world. Hashtag masyadong Ganielingan. Ay, mga hashtag mo talaga. Nagkakaloka ka talaga. Oo. Alam niyo po, meron po kami running joke pag po kasama ko yung mga girls. Kasi nga, ang dami sa mga girls na I'm just so fond of calling them by their full names. As in, tinatawag ko sila ng kumpletong name, pati yung middle name, pati yung surname and everything. Tapos si Ganiel, tinanong niya ako noong una, did you know that I have also a second name? Sabi ko, I know. Sabi ko pa, ano pa ako nun? Medyo nablako utak ko nun. It's Akrisha, Ganiel Akrisha. Tapos sabi niya, did you know that I have also another name pa? Sabi ko, ay, hindi ko na alam yun. Ano ba yung may isa pa siyang pangalan, nakakaloka. Ganiel Akrisha. Sabi ko, ay, sobrang haba na nun. May God, mapapagod na. Pag nag-announce na ng winners, hindi na masasabi yung buong pangalan. Ay, nagloka announcement daw ng winners.
Kaya I opted to just use Ganiel Krishnan. Even on TV for TV Patrol or whenever I go live for news. Yan na lang ang nakalagay sa baba. Before nga, Tito Norman, gusto ko palagay Gan na lang eh. Gan Krishnan. Kaso,
walang dating naman yung Gan. Pag naman kunyari, tinignan ka parang Gan. Ano ba Gan? Ay,
pero
parang ano.
Yeah,
oo, pero siyempre, pero alam mo, ito, I've always wanted to ask you this question with regards to your work, Ganiel.
Yeah.
No? Who has been your mentor in your job at ABS-CBN as a entertainment and lifestyle and entertainment reporter?
Yeah, Tito Norman, hindi lahat may alam na my boss is actually, or my desk, is actually Mark Logan. Yung,
okay, yeah.
Then po ang aking boss, ang aking desk. And he would teach me a lot of stuff when it comes to, writing my stories. Or, kasi hindi rin alam ng marami na kwento mo, event mo, storya mo. Ikaw gagawa ng sarili mong script for your news kinagabihan. And for a first timer back in 2018, it was really difficult for me. Although I actually went for mass communication in Far Eastern University, hindi naman lahat natuturo, especially pag nasa loob ka na ng newsroom. So he was there. He was supporting me all the way. And up until now, na nandito na po ako sa pageantry again, he's just there. Marami siyang input sa akin. So I'm very thankful for Mr. Mark Logan. Siya talaga po yung tatay.
Ngayon ko na rin lang nalaman yun because all the while I was thinking that parang you do not give credit to just one person, kundi parang several individuals ba? Yung parang naggabay sa'yo in the process. But the very first time, Gain, that you actually did Star Patrol on news, yung what was running inside your head very first mong salang as Star Patroller na hindi yung nasa field ha, yung parang
studio?
Oo, nasa studio.
Yung nasa studio po ako yung very first time was back in 2018. Mga nakailang months pa lang sa newsroom. And then Tad Filon was there. He was there and he was telling me na, whenever you go in front of the camera, especially studio to, you just have to be yourself. Just act normal. Kung paano ka mag-deliver ng news. And ang dami ko talaga natutunan sa kanila. Kasi nakailang beses din po akong nagpapalit-palitan po kami ni Gretchen Pulido. And aside from that, ang dami ko talaga na-experience sa pagiging reporter ko. Graveyard shift. I was able to go to to Korea for junkets. I was able to cover halalan, red carpet premieres. It's really a whole lot. I can go on and tell you stories about this. And you're just gonna be interested. Kung dami-daming experience ko dito.
Pero yung pinaka, okay, identify ka with entertainment and lifestyle. Pero ano yung pinaka first na biglang pinagawa sa yung isang coverage na outside your comfort zone? Gain? Yung bang tipong parang, hala, first time ko ito. Kumbaga, asanay ako sa showbiz, pageants, mga ganun, interview. Biglang may bagong putahe bigla rin binigay sa'yo, kaya mo to, gawin mo to. When was that, Gain?
I think that would be the first time na I went for graveyard shift, Tito Norman. Because not everybody knows that I went for graveyard shift. I covered police beat. I covered drug bypass operation, which is very difficult for me. Kasi una, hindi naman ako graveyard shift type of person. Like, hindi naman ako ganon. Tapos, lagi lang ako nasa bahay mga ganong oras. Ang start ng duty ko was 9 p.m. And I would go home like around 8 a.m. So, ang kino-cover ko the whole time was crimes. And yung mga nangyayari sa Metro Manila, Metro-wide. And it was crazy. It was a crazy experience for me, but I learned a lot from that. Ang dami ko talagang natutunan.
Alam mo, Gay, naluloka lang ako kung nag-police beat ka nun and then tapos ganyan ang mukha mo, naka-makeup ka and everything. Hindi ba naasiwasay yung mga pulis saka mga kriminal kapag nakikita ka na parang papahuli na po ako, papahuli na ako.
And Tito Norman, to be honest, ako yung naaawa. Dapat hindi ka maawa, di ba, kunwari. Kasi I had an experience na nasa drug bypass operation kami and then may mga nahuli. Tapos yung mga nahuli, kailangan mo din silang intervene. Although blurred sila sa TV or minsan hindi na blurred eh. Ako yung naaawa, like nagtatanong ako sa mga pulis, like, makakalaya ba sila? Kahit hindi naman dapat. So, medyo weird na nalagay nga ako doon kasi parang hindi ko kaya na nakakakita ng mga taong hinuhuli or pinoposasan. Like, hindi ko talaga kinaya. Pero eventually, yun nga sabi ko, I learned from it. Ang dami ko natutunan.
At least, if you get to be assigned to that thing for, kumbaga, sometime in the future, hindi ka na ma-shock. Alam mo na kung ano ang gagawin mo. Unless may corona ka na naman isusuot mo. Unless.
Uy, masaya ako kahit na anong mangyari. Very supportive.
Alam ko naman yun. Kumbaga, and that's also the reason why every time I join you girls sa mga activities, I want to make everyone feel special. Kaya ayoko ayoko nakakakita ng girl who's nakalugmok sa isang sulok, tapos nag-iisa, tapos para bang walang pumapansin and everything. Ayoko nakakita. Gusto ko talaga, sabi ko, ano ka ba? Sabi ko, ayoko ng ganyan. Ayoko ng mga losyang, ng mga candidates na nagpapa-api ang effect. Gusto ko talaga masaya yung lahat. Para gano'n. Direct. Yes, Gail.
Yeah.
Yes, go.
It's so difficult to see din naman if other candidates are, nasa sulok lang in the corner, not talking to anybody because, yun din naman yung spirit of pageantry, right? Friendship, having to have someone to talk to. Yan naman eh. Kaya pagka nakakita rin ako ng girls din dyan, minsan sa amin, minsan nasa isang tabi lang. Medyo parang feeling ko ang daldal ko na. But kakausapin ko talaga, kinakausap ko,
Hindi, ayun naman kasi.
Lahat. Yeah.
Yung kasi gano'n, hindi na yun yung parang pumapapil ka. Parang bang instinct mo na lang na you want to reach out. Kumbaga, you want her to feel belonged. Kumbaga, parang part siya ng family and everything. Kaya ayoko nang nakakita ng babaeng nag-iisa o unless nag-iisa siya dahil minimake-upan siya at hindi pwedeng istorbuhin. That's understandable. Yeah. Pero yung bang alam mong talagang mukhang nagpapakaawa na lang siya doon sa isang sulok, ay, lalapitan ko, pull out ko siya.
Yan ang prefer no promote ito, di ba? Lang lahat ng pageantry, camaraderie, friendship, belonging.
At saka syempre, there's also some pressure on your part, Ganiel, dahil syempre, you are a public figure in your own right, dahil you're on TV, syempre, the other girls would think, ay, ayoko pong lapitan niya si Ganiel, baka suplada po yan. Kasi, siyempre, meron ba mga initial mindset na gano'n na parang, ay, showbiz po yan. Naku, baka mamaya hindi na kami pansinin yan. Pero sabi ko subukan niyo lang po, mga fellow, kilala ka na ng mga fellow candidates mo eh. Hindi po siya, ano po yan, Diyos ko, nag-public service po yan, kaya alam yan kung paano to deal with different people. Hindi ba, Ganiel?
Yeah, and also, madali lang naman ako makausap dito, 'di ba? Kahit naman saan.
Oo.
Actually lahat ng girls ngayon sa Miss World Philippines, sobrang lahat naman sila approachable eh. Lahat makakausap mo talaga. And nag-share talaga sila. Like, may mga instances na, oh, kailangan niya ng ganito. Like si Julie, nung last time, pag may kailangan ka kay Julie, papairam si Julie eh. Si Rufa,
Oo.
gano'n. Sa ganun kasi mga nakasama kong girls yun eh. So, ano sila lahat? Like, super friendly lahat, kumbaga. Lahat
Ano
makakausap
naman
mo.
'yun, I think I can attest to that also dahil, ah, madaling makita yung nag-stand out na may attitude eh. Madaling maano yun eh. Kumbaga para bang maduming kuko yun kapag nakita mo parang ay may attitude
Nakikita
yan.
mo agad.
Alam mo na agad kapag ganoon. And ngayon po, sa pageantry ngayon, importante na po ang attitude talaga. Kailangan tama ang attitude mo going into pageantry. Especially po if you are candidate number 43 na malapit na sa dulo at palagi nahuhuli, lalo na para sila po ni SL Ponce, number 45, na huling kumain. Kaya po, yung mga lunch pack namin, ang tagal-tagal po nila bago sila ang pabigyan ng lunch pack. Yun po. Pero game lang po, walang problema.
Oo, and then saka dito, alam mo, sa totoo lang, di ba katulad niyan, meron kami sa bench, may per batch eh. Kasi, of course, they want to protect the girls din. Ayaw nila
Yes.
masyadong. So, they do it batch by batch. So, lagi kami yung last batch, but really, wala kaming reklamo. Sa totoo lang, kami nila SL. Kasi we get to talk to each other palalo. Yan sila Kathleen. Like, kami magkakausap eh. Kami nila Tracy. Kasi doon kami doon kami sa may mga bandang dulo-dulo na eh. But you know, we get to talk to each other, we get to share stories of each other, and I think we're just enjoying. Wala na kaming parang ang tagal, patience, mga ganyan. Wala na kaming ganun. We're more of just enjoying everything.
Oo. Kasi syempre, yung mga ganung tipong mga bagay, it can be intimidating to a newcomer sa national pageantry na parang, ay, ganito po pala talaga dito. Talagang puro hintayan. Matagal po talaga. Mauubos ang pasensya mo. Parang showbiz din naman yan eh. Pag sa taping and everything, you need to be patient. Di ba? Parang pag nanonood ako ng init sa magdamag, nanuloka ako. Yung mga ganang tipo, di ba? Direct, balik na po natin yung 5. Pag-group discussion na po tayo. Let's bring back Dindi, Trisha, Tracy, and Kathleen para magsimula na po tayo sa group discussion. Ay, si Sergeant. Ay, ang kambal ko. Ay, isang manika pa. Yung pinakahuli, may namimiss sa Bangkok. Ang tagal-tagal niyan lumabas. So, nagluloko na naman ang connection niya. Ganyan naman palagi si Kathleen Paton
I'm so sorry.
Ano naman siya, ma-stress na naman yan. All right, let's start with our the fun part. Each one of you give us one fun fact about you para mas matuwa ang mga viewers about you. One fun fact about you na katutuwaan ng mga viewers. Huwag niyo namang gawing profound or malalim. Yung something na cool and para ako, for example, fun fact about me. NBSB po ako. NBSB.
Sure?
Fact ba yun, Tito?
Tito,
ba yan?
ano ng NBSB mo, Tito? Can we clarify?
Sino ba may show? Parang ikaw mag-grill namin ngayon dito.
No serious boyfriend since birth. Ano ba? NSB is parang NS, yun? Nakakaloka na wala bigla si Kathleen Paton, But anyways, Dindi will start with you. Fun fact about you.
Fun fact about me, I can't live without fish sauce. So, every meal ko meron akong fish sauce. As in fried chicken, fish sauce. Pork chop, fish sauce. So, yeah, and nakakatawa. My name is Dindi, diba? My dad's name is Bindo. And my brother's name is Bindo din.
Nakakaloka. Hindi pero Dindi, naluloka ako dun sa patis. Pati fried chicken, pinapatisan mo.
Ang sarap, Tito Norman.
Hindi, pero ang alat-alat na noon, hindi ba? Kapag pinatisan mo yung fried chicken.
Paano
Nako.
sa akin dito Norman kaya favorite ko talaga sa Thailand din. Kasi yung mga cuisine nila, yung mga food nila, may fish sauce.
Nakakaloka. Trisha, ikaw, anong fun fact about you, Trisha?
Fun fact about me, Tito, is that I love driving cars. I love driving itself. So, pag naghanap kayo ng driver, nandito lang ako.
Yes.
Yung Tito. Kahit van, kaya ko yan i-drive.
Trisha, kailangan din namin ng car. Car plus...
Ay, nakakaloka.
Kaya i-provide ni Tito ang car.
Go, Tito.
Nakakaloka. Totoo nga, Trisha. Pag
Yes,
pala,
Tito.
meron na pala akong parang designated driver. Parang gano'n. Nakakatuwa. Tracy, how about you? Fun fact.
Nag-iisipan ko talaga. Pero kasi yung iba nakakahiya. So, huwag na lang. Yung akin na lang, Tito, is... Tito, college na ako natutong lumangoy. As in, all my life, doon lang talaga ako sa gilid ng shore. Tapos yung mga pinsan ko, tinutokso nila ako palagi. Dinadala nila ako sa malalim. So, parang na-hurt ako. So, parang gusto ko na ding matuto. So, yung ginawa ko, kasi I lived in Argao. It's a province in Cebu. That's 2 hours away, south of Cebu. Yung ginagawa ko talaga, every morning, lumalabas ako ng bahay mag-isa. Hindi nila alam. Minsan, tapos, super early morning. Tapos, may mga fishing boat pa na nakapark doon sa sa shore. Tapos, yung ginagawa ko, humahawak ako sa, anong Tagalog ng parang sa side ng bangka, yung parang
yung
tawag sa amin, yung side.
Cutting. Gano'n din, cutting.
Yung cutting.
Cutting.
Tapos, gumaganon-ganon lang ako, papunta sa malalim. Yung sa pinakadulo, kasi dapat super malalim. Tapos, yung ginagawa ko, bumibitaw ako, Tito, sa cutting. Tapos, tinatry ko na maka-stay afloat ako kahit nakatayo. So, yun yung very first time ko na natutong lumangoy. Until such time, inabutan ako ng whole day, marunong na talaga akong lumangoy. So, ayun.
Pero alam mo, delikado yun ha. Biro mo ginagawa mong
Tito, pero
mag-isa
marami
yun.
namang mga fisherman doon sa gilid. Hindi naman ako reckless dito. I make sure na merong mga tao.
Kaloka. Pero ako at least masasabi ko sa'yo, Tracy, ako naman, college na ako nung natuto kong umibig.
Ay!
College na. Nakakaloka. Kathleen, fun
Yes,
fact
po.
about you.
Okay. So not long ago, I had my movie was released on Netflix.
What's the title?
Pardon?
What's the title of the movie?
It's called Through Night and Day, and it went to be number 1 on Netflix for so long. It was possibly a few weeks, I think, and
That's the one with Paolo Contis and Alessandro De Rossi?
yes, po. And that was the time I had my first on-screen kiss. So it was a fun experience, naman po. But it was good.
Who
that's
was
a
your
fun
first
fact.
screen? Who was your first screen kiss?
Well, there's only really, oh my goodness, there's only 5 characters. I'm one of them, Paolo. So yeah,
Oh,
it was
I
a very
haven't watched it.
professional setting.
Oh yes, my mom is giving me a sign. Yes. She saw you kissing Paolo.
Oh, hi, tita.
And you really enjoyed it daw.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
No, stop that. Don't put me on the spot.
Ay, nako. Ganiel, fun fact about you, Gin.
Tito, girls, I have a lot sana to share to you. Pero yung isa na lang talaga ang medyo kamot ulo moment ko. When I became a Star Patroller, I've been really wanting to go for junkets. So may one time napunta na ako sa isang junket and it was for South Korea. It's for X-Men. So I went there to South Korea alone. And then, may baon ako mga damit as a beauty queen, di ba? Dapat may luggage ka with heels and everything. So, when I went to isang convention namin doon, I was wearing this pink jumpsuit, fuchsia pink jumpsuit, and naka-ano lang siya. What do you call this? Parang tube type lang siya. Pero ano naman, maayos naman tingnan. But when I got inside, lahat ng mga tao may dalang laptop, naka-jacket, and naka-corporate. Tapos ang itsura ko para ako mag-aasap. Tapos yung dala nila lahat, laptop, ako dala ko lipstick lang, I swear. Tapos parang nilagay ko pa yun sa stories ko sa Instagram na nakakahiya. Like, nakakahiya. Pero yan, at least napagtingnan ako. Nakuha ko yung attention ng mga artist.
Sinong na-interview mo doon, Gang?
Sila Sophie po. Sila Sophie, sila Michael Fassbender. Basically yung cast po ng X-Men Dark
X-Men.
Phoenix.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Ibang level talaga ang Star Patroller, no? Iba.
Wala ako nakuha nun sa convention kundi mag-lipstick lang kasi wala akong dalang laptop.
Nakakaloka. And since ikaw huling sumagot sa fun fact, ikaw ang unang sasagot sa ating serious questions game.
Okay, sige.
Oo. Siyempre, ibabagay ko yung question sa iyo because you are a journalist. Are you ready, Ganiel?
Game na! Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Okay.
Ganiel, here's your
Yes.
question. With national elections coming in 2022, where do you see areas of improvement of our country, in our country as a whole?
Okay. Can I answer now, Tito?
Yes, please.
Well, my decision about the national elections this coming 2022 has something so much about the 2020, the year 2020, and the 2021 this year. We have seen a lot of underlying issues that we've all long known existed, such as, say, for example, the health disparity, the health disinvestment in our country, not actually only in our country, but around the world. So if leaders could actually do something about that to address these issues, it would definitely be a good sign for all of us for the coming national elections 2022. We will definitely put you in the position. And apart from that, the youth has so much to offer this coming 2022. Also, it's going to be online now. Registrations are online now, so there's no reason for you not to register and vote.
Ay, iba talaga pag Star Patroller ang sumagot. Okay, we will be doing this at random. Trisha, you're next.
Go, Tito.
Trisha, your question is this. If you could teach a new class in school, what would it be and why?
If I could teach one class in school, it would have to be about managing your personal finances. I want as early as a teenager or as early as a high school student, I want them to learn how to manage their allowance. I want them to learn how to invest money properly and how to save for the future. Because I believe that practicality is something that is very vital nowadays po.
Alright, naganda talaga ang twili ko. Okay, next to answer a question is Tracy. Tracy. Okay, ito bagay sa iyo to. What are your thoughts? Tracy, what are your thoughts on the growing number of corporations that are based in rich countries but outsource their work to poorer English-speaking countries like ours? I think somehow makaka-identify ka dito because you've worked with BPO, hindi ba?
Yes, Tito. That was my first job po. So,
yeah.
As for me, personally, I don't see anything wrong with nations, first world nations, outsourcing workforce. As long as the workers, the employees are properly compensated for the amount of work that they do. I mean, for the BPO industry in our country, it's the framework of our economy now. And especially during the pandemic, it's what helped us survive. Most of the Filipinos was relying on the BPO jobs to be able to sustain their families. And again, as long as we are properly compensated for the work that we do, we will be able to help our economy, help our families, and I think there's nothing wrong with that.
All right.
Go, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy. Let's go now to Kathleen. Kathleen, are you ready,
Yes po.
Kathleen?
Yes po.
Okay. Kathleen, do you think modern men and women are given the same opportunities in life now? Why or why not?
Well, there is no doubt that there is inequality that persists today, especially when it's highlighted during the pandemic. More women lost their jobs compared to men. More women were subjected to domestic violence here in the Philippines. And there's still so much we can do as a nation and as a society to break this topic and to start discussions within one another. And I do still believe that we aren't given the same opportunities in life right now. And it's in our own self that we have the responsibility to have open discussions within one another, because our future daughters deserve the right to be brought up in a society where they want and they feel they can thrive without barriers. Because in the eyes of the law, we are equal, no matter what race, no matter what gender, sexual orientation, and religion. Thank you.
Wow, nag-prepare talaga. Oh, may timer pa para meron pa talagang tumunog na. Ay, she was able to make it in time. Dindi, Sergeant Dindi, to a woman who has been asleep for the entire 2020 up to now, what would you say she has missed apart from the pandemic?
So, a woman who has been asleep for the entire 2020.
2020.
Oh my God, I think now we are experiencing still the pandemic, but good thing this year we have the vaccine, and I want you to know that consider to get vaccinated because vaccine saves lives, and if you want to save the lives, the family, the community, in our country, get vaccinated and encourage more people to get the vaccine so that we can achieve herd immunity and we can survive this pandemic, and together we can defeat the COVID-19.
All right, so we're done with those questions. Now,
Yay!
our next set of questions, all of you will answer. Ibig sabihin, I need your answer to all these questions. So each one will be given the chance to answer. Now, Dindi, since you're the last one to answer in the last round, you'll be the first one to answer here. All right. Our first question. This is very simple, Dindi. Dindi, what catches your curiosity? What catches your curiosity?
I think the more that you're reserved, that makes me more curious about yourself, about you. So that makes me really interesting and really want to ask you more questions and to get to know you.
All right. Ganiel, what catches your curiosity?
Um, my answer would be really weird because the true thing that catches my curiosity would definitely be the universe and what lies above the sky that we're in right now. I remember back in college, I made this tweet called "What if we're universe number two," which is we're universe number two because we have two eyes, two ears, two hands, and stuff like that. But what if there's universe number nine where it's normal for them to have nine ears,
So true.
I find that it's very it's attracting so much of my curiosity. So I think yeah, that would be
All
it.
right. Kathleen,
Yes,
what
po.
catches your curiosity?
Yes, well, as an empath, I really find it interesting when I see other people happy or when they show emotions. So when I see someone near me or around me, and then I catch them showing signs of emotions that are happiness, like I want to know what it is, what inspires you, what is your dream, stuff like that. So I'm curious about how other people feel, and then what their pursuit of happiness is or their goals in life. So that's what it is for me.
All right. Tracy, what catches your curiosity?
Tita, for me, basically, it's all the new things around us. May that be new concepts or new systems. I'm an industrial engineer, Tito, and I think it has been embedded in me that I seek for continuous improvement. So if I learn about new things, it makes me happy. It makes me more curious about the other things that I don't know much about. So I seek constantly for those. And I also enjoy watching documentaries, even the crime investigations.
No,
It
they're
always
nice.
keeps me up at night.
Yeah. What else keeps you up at night kaya? Nakakaloka. Ah.
Tito,
Oo. Oh.
many things.
Joke lang. Oo, nakaloka ka. Trisha, what catches your curiosity?
Tito Norman, you know, and you have mentioned that I'm a smiling person. So whenever I see someone smiling, or by just laughing, I am really curious about the reason behind that smile po. Ano kaya ang
Alright.
rason?
Ay, ano yan? It must be love. It must be love. Oo.
Must be a text from someone.
Oo, someone. Ay, napakilala ko kung sino yun. Nakakaloka. Now, Trisha, since you're the last one to answer in that round, you'll be the first one to do it here. Trisha, this is the next question. What do you like most about yourself? What do you like most about yourself?
I think it would have to be my love for the children. I love the fact, or I love the feeling that children trust me. And that is the very reason why I wanted to become a pediatric dentist. It reminds me to be motivated and to be inspired to be a good role model, a good ate. And whenever I feel down, I always think of the children that are looking up to me because I know that I have a huge role in their part of growing up po. So, yeah, I'm a child magnet, Tito.
Pag naman naging pediatric
That's
dentist
cute.
ka, kailangan dalhin ko sa iyo yung mga pamangking ko para sa iyo magpa-dentista. Nakakaloka. All right. Dindi, you're next.
Well, what I love
What do you
about
like? Yes,
what I
yes,
love about
go.
myself is I really love to help people without asking in return. Diba? As a flight attendant, I always love to serve, to help, and to give the needs of my passengers. And same as now that I'm a soldier, I always want to protect the people around me. And that's what I really love about myself. I'm so selfless.
All right. Ganiel, what do you like most about yourself?
What I like most about myself is that I'm teachable. I would like to say that I'm teachable and I'm like learning from other people. Being able to hear their stories, being able to for them to share their experiences to me. I like that I get to listen to them. I like that I get to, somehow inspire someone.
Oh, talagang ano, yung aura niya talaga parang ano, parang umuorang Julia Morley. Ewan ko ba? Nakakaloka. Tracy, what do you like most about yourself?
Uh, what I love most about myself is that I never give up, Tito. Never, never give up. I have so many experiences in my life. I think I've told you this so many times, and most of my family and my friends know that I have so many hardships in life ever since I was younger, and even up until this day. And uh, even if I had it really hard in life, I really choose to fight, to not give up, to always choose happiness, and to always see the good in everything. I know for a fact that the Lord gives the hardest battles to those who are the strongest also. And I'd like to think of myself as that person. I'm very strong. My heart is very kind and big, and I have so much positivity and love to give despite everything that has happened in my life. So never giving up is something that I want to teach people also and to my friends.
Muy bien, Tracy, muy bien. Nakakaloka. Kathleen, what do you like most about yourself?
Yes. Well, the one thing I really love most about myself is I can make people feel comfortable even if they've just met me for the first time. So it really speaks to me and my personality because I don't change myself for whoever that person is, no matter where they are in the hierarchy. Um, and I love that about myself. And there was one moment in time where I had met one makeup artist. She came to my condo at 5 a.m. to do my makeup. And at the end of it, and I'll never forget this experience because she said, I'm not only a nice person, but I'm also a very kind person. So that's one of the many things I love about myself, actually. Yeah.
All right. So, Kathleen, since you're the last to answer in that round,
Yes,
you'll
boss.
be the first to answer the next question.
Sure.
Okay? So, I think all of you will be ready for this question. It's just a matter of how you will explain it to the people. What is your platform or advocacy, and why is it so important to you? Kathleen, you're up first.
Yes, well, I am a mental health advocate, and as a mental health survivor as well, I have experienced many hardships regarding mental health. And Miss World Philippines is giving me this platform, this incredible platform, to voice out that issue that this whole world is currently going through. It's paramount that we educate our people in the Philippines, our children, and the people who have suffered long and silently with this battle. I feel as though it is my duty to educate and to inspire people to voice out, to have courage and hope, and be the image of people to say, hey, I've gone through it and I'm still here and I'm on this stage voicing it out, and you can too. You will get through everything you can, and Miss World Philippines is giving me that platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathleen. Para talaga tayo nasa final five question and answer. Yes. Dindi, you're up next, Dindi. What is your platform advocacy, and why is it so important to you?
Well, my advocacy is actually to break gender stereotype or gender bias in my community, because I want to remind women in my community in Bataan that chores have no gender, careers have no gender. You can be exactly who you want to be. Just trust yourself and trust your talent, and you can achieve your dream. And I want also to remind more women to really find your value in the society regardless of your gender. And remember that being a woman doesn't make you a less of a human. So chase your dream and you can really achieve it. Just trust yourself, and also that way we can break gender stereotypes, gender bias, and we can achieve diversity and possibility in our community and also in our country.
Thank you, Dindi. Trisha, you're up next, Trisha.
My advocacy is about raising oral health awareness. And growing up as a tito, I have not so beautiful smile. My teeth were crooked, and that was the time that my parents gave me the opportunity to have them fixed. And when it was fixed, Tito, I saw the importance of oral health. I saw how it affected my self confidence, how I socialized with my classmates, and that was the reason I chose to become a dentist. So, with that, me and my friends, we established a nonprofit organization last year. It is called the Smile Initiative Philippines, and I'm very much proud that we are recognized by the government. We are registered, and we are operating up until now. We are giving pro bono dental care to Filipinos who cannot afford it. So that is something that I want to share with Miss World Philippines po. Thank you.
All right. Tracy. Tracy, what is your platform or advocacy, and why is it important to you, Tracy?
As for me, Tito, I fight and advocate for the rights and the betterment of lives of our solo parents. And why is it so important to me? It's because I was raised by my single mom myself. I I've seen how she struggled with everything. It was just me and her all throughout my life. And when I lost her 10 years ago, I became an orphan. And that was when I valued even more everything that she has shown me, everything that she has taught me, all the learnings, all the values, the principles that she has instilled in me. And I realized that I was really blessed to have such an amazing parent, and that I should be able to at least repay her even if she's no longer around, in a way that it would benefit not just me but also the solo parents like her, who unconditionally love their children despite how hard life is. So now, Tito, I'm connected with the Solo Parents Federation in my community. And even if it's a small community, Tito, there are actually 2,000, at least 2,000 members. So there are so many single parents out there in this world. How much more in the whole country? And they are not really given the right access to every single program in our LGU. They have not been recognized yet. And that is what I want to be able to do for them, to not only raise awareness, but hopefully to ask for our leaders to really take action, even in the local community level, to give them what they need, especially when it comes to raising their children. Because again, giving access to quality education to their children is also something that the parents would really want. So if you can help the parents, then everything will follow through. And that's what I'm fighting for.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Now, I asked you last, Ganiel, because I really want to understand clearly. You told me about your platform advocacy before, but the clarity hindi pa nag-sink in sa aking mabuti. So, this is your time to do it, Ganiel. Go.
Okay. Well, Tito, I have always believed that advocacy should be genuine and authentic. So, um, my advocacy is deeply rooted in what I do as a journalist. 2 years ago, I made a social media movement called People I Met, where I tell stories of normal yet incredible human beings that I meet. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a street vendor, or artisan, as long as you wanted to tell your story, I would definitely want to amplify that. In the hopes of alleviating their life situation and changing the world step by step, and hopefully in making a difference in this world. I would like to share their stories and, lift their voice in the hopes of, to encourage someone or to inspire someone.
Okay, ano talaga? Iba talaga, pang journalist talaga yung kanyang atake, no? All right. Now, since you're the last to answer that round, you'll be the first to answer in this last question, Ganiel. Ganiel, what is the
Yes, sir.
advantage of joining Miss World Philippines compared to other national pageants?
Tito, I have identified or I truly identify myself with the organization of Miss World Philippines. I see myself, I align myself with the core values or the mission and the vision of Miss World Philippines, which is beauty with a purpose. I have been doing my advocacy 2 years ago, not even knowing that I'll be joining a pageant like this again. And I just really align myself with it.
All right. Dindi.
Well, we know that we have a lot of beauty pageants in our country, but what I love about Miss World Philippines is that they have sports activities that also help candidates to develop their talents and their skills. And most importantly, we know that in Miss World Philippines, they also encourage the candidates to have their community service initiative, which is really encourage the candidates to do something to their community and to create a great impact in the Philippines. And so people wanted not just with a good face, but with a beautiful face, but someone who's really willing to do something and help our country. And as I noticed in this Philippines, even their past years, it's updating the people about their whereabouts, about what they're doing. It's like joining the family, you know. There's really care about their leaders. And it's like a family. So I love this celebration. I'm really excited to be part of it.
Thank you, Dindi. Kathleen, you're up next.
Well, aside from gaining new friends and sisters in the competition, Miss World Philippines offers a unique position for me to speak about my advocacy. And of course, the Philippines does have incredible pageants from barangays to the next level, to nationals and international level. But for me, it's really the advocacy that has been that I've spoken about for many, many, many years regarding my mental health issues. And I'm really happy that I'm here today using my voice for the better for the society. And Miss World Philippines uniquely offers me that.
All right. Trisha.
Tito, aside from the Miss World Philippines legacy, which is beauty with a purpose, I think the greatest advantage of Miss World Philippines is that we are not just about the glitz and glamour. We are not just about the beauty, the physique, and we are about everything. Miss World Philippines is about the holistic appearance and capabilities of a beauty queen. We have fast tracks, and that is something that I really enjoy po. Sports challenge, beach beauty competition, multimedia, Tito, it has to be full package po. Yun, Tito.
All right. And Tracy?
As for me, Tito, I agree with everything that they said as well, especially the beauty with a purpose. That has always been the tagline of Miss World. But aside from that, what I love most about Miss World Philippines organization is that it's the only pageant in the Philippines that gives all the biggest number of winners, the highest number of crowns actually in the whole pageant industry. And some might say that it's not a good thing, but for me personally, I admire what the organization is doing. They are giving so many opportunities for a lot of girls. There isn't just one winner. Every one of us can be winners, and there are so many girls whose dreams are being validated and whose dreams are realized because of Miss World Philippines. And as for me, that's one of my biggest dreams, to be a beauty queen, to be able to represent our country in the international stage. And I'm very happy that if I will be given the chance, that I know for a fact that it's not just my dream that's being fulfilled. All the other ladies as well, they can also make their dreams into a reality too.
All right. So before I ask each one of you to give your parting words to everyone and share your social media accounts, I will be asking a very quick question. Walang explanations needed. Isa lang ang sagot dito. So you don't need to explain. Just listen to the question and give me your quick answer. We'll start with Ganiel. Ganiel, what country would interest you to visit in the future? Puerto Rico? Oh my God, ang bilis naman ang sagot. Nakakaloka naman. Wala nang selection na ibinigay. Ang bilis-bilis naman. Diyos ko. Wala na talagang multiple choice. Puerto Rico.
Sorry, hindi ko alam may multiple choice pa.
Puerto Rico. Ay, sabihin ko sana ang choices dapat is Puerto Rico, Poland, Egypt, Bolivia, Lebanon, or India. Yun ang choices. So, sumagot na si Kenya, wala na akong magagawa doon. Ang bilis-bilis. Puerto Rico, gumana na nga. Dindi.
Me? Poland.
Ay, naloka ako. Ano ba yan? Pinagpaparti-partihan. Nakakaloka. Nakakaloka talaga. Tracy?
Puerto Rico.
Ay, nakakaloka. May kaagaw na si
Nothing's impossible until it's done. Puerto Rico.
All right. Kathleen?
I think Tracy and Ganiel and I will all go on a field trip to Puerto Rico.
Yes!
Ay, ano ba? Nakakaloka. Trisha?
So I will be joining Ganiel, Tracy, and Kathleen in Puerto Rico.
I love it.
Thank you,
Let's
girl.
go.
Let's go.
Dindi, come with us.
Alalahanin nyo, ha? Kailangan muna kayong mag-aral Espanyol, ha? Hablo Espanyol.
Hola.
Nakakaloka, baka hanggang ola lang kayo at saka mo, ha?
Mi nombre es Kathleen.
Nakakaloka lang yan, ha? All right. We've come to that part of the program where you will each give your parting words to everyone. Siguro give them an idea on what to expect from you in the coming weeks leading up to the finals on July 25. And you can also share your social media accounts. This time we'll start with you, Tracy.
Thank you so much, Tito. Before I start, I'd like to thank you and congratulate you for your first year. And again, it's such a pleasure to be with these amazing ladies in your anniversary. So thank you, Tita, and to the Philippine Pageantry. And so again, to all mga Cebuanos, sa tanan mga Bisaya, salamat jud kayo nga until now, sa akong ikatulong nga try, wala gid mo nibiya na ako. And I promise to make you guys proud. This is a promise. So please continue to watch my journey. And if you can drop by my social media accounts, you will be able to see the daily activities that we are all going through and the daily preparations as well. So if you have the time, don't forget to drop a message or your comments, and I'll make sure to respond to your messages. Thank you so much again for supporting me and all the ladies in our journey. And don't forget our coronation night. That's on July 25. I hope to see you guys there. I hope there's gonna be an audience.
Oh, I'll be there. Yes. Yes. Kathleen, your parting
Hi, Tito
words,
Norman.
Kathleen.
Yes po. I just want to say thank you so much to you, Tito Norman, and to Gerard Butler. Kidding. To Gerard behind the scenes. Thank you so much for all the effort and the work you're doing for this whole interview. For the people watching, to my loved ones watching, there are a few, to my family, to Kirk watching as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And to everyone supporting the whole pageant, to my Aklanons, thank you so much for all the support. I wouldn't be here today if you haven't been supporting me ever since my first pageantry stint back in 2017. So I'm really grateful that you're still here supporting me, and I'm going to make you proud. And I hope ultimately I can make the Philippines proud as well. Thank you, po.
Thank you, Kathleen. Okay, Trisha, it's your turn.
Tito, before I thank my supporters, I would like to greet the Pageantry Norms happy first anniversary po. It's an honor to be here with you and with these beautiful girls. So, thank you so much to my parents. Belated happy birthday to my tatay, to my LPFE team, to my Quezon team. Thank you so much, Sir Yang, for my outfit, Mama Gucci for my makeup, to the whole Pileños, ang Bayang Pinagpala, to all of the Lagunenses, to Governor Ramil Hernandez, to my TSI family. Hi, Ate Net. Thank you so much for always supporting me online and offline. I love you all so much.
Nakakatuwa naman. Talaga ang bilis na cover niya lahat ng kanyang supporters. Ano ako natutuwa talaga. All right, Dindi, your turn.
Hello. First of all, I would like to thank you, Tito Norman, and to Ricky. Happy anniversary! Sorry. And to all my supporters, thank you for supporting and trusting me. And I promise to show you something that you guys haven't seen before. So please watch us. And I would also like to thank my makeup artist, brother, who's doing my makeup today, and for my stylist, for my dress. Today. Thank you, and please watch our journey and visit our Instagram, Facebook account, and also the Philippines account. And don't forget to watch the Philippines Philippines on July 25. I'm not sure if it's in Manila or not. I'm not sure about that. But please support. Thank you.
Thank you, Dindi. And finally, Ganiel.
Tito Norman, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me. Happy first anniversary to Pageantry Norms. Gerard, thank you so much for helping all of us and the ladies. Thank you so much. To all the fans out there, thank you so much for supporting all of us. Sobrang salamat po sa inyong pagbibigay ng suporta sa aming lahat, hindi lang po sa mga pageant activities namin, but also sa iba't ibang mga larangan or advocacy sa ginagawa po namin. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for all of you, the support that we're getting. Of course, I would want to say thank you to Tawi Cavite, to Mayor Angelo Aguinaldo, to Ollie Sara, who has been helping me so much, and Sean Zandon, Matthew. Thank you so much, Tito Norman. Thank you so much for practicing us para sa upcoming Q&A. And of course, support all our causes. We have different causes and sponsors. We have Tavian, we have Bench, we have Artopian, we have Red Hotel, and a lot more. Thank you so much for giving us a platform to be able to express ourselves. Again, thank you so much, Ethan Norman, and I'll see you soon.
You're welcome. Alam niyo po, viewers, I have a feeling that kung sino man po magiging winners ng Miss World Philippines 2021, all the crown queens, this will be the group of winners I can honestly say that I will be closest to. I'll be closest to, kasi given that I always get invited by Mama Ru to join the activities, talagang I have started really bonding with each and every one of them. I'm not saying na 100% agad. There's still siguro mga 2-3 more that target ko na maging close to. But I can feel that whoever will be the winners on July 25, feeling ko talaga magiging malapit ako sa grupong ng winners na to. And fingers crossed that the 5 ladies with me this afternoon will be part of that. Group of winners, of course, syempre. Because we always think positive. You know, there are 45 ladies, there are 7 crowns and 2 princesses or July 25. But the important thing is to enjoy the entire journey and continue with the camaraderie. Kasi next week, oh my God, it's going to be your sports challenge next week. Ako, I really hope ako may kasama pa kayong journalist doon. Talaga magsasabi, ito po si Ganiel, ang nangyayari na po ngayon ng takbuhan. At sa ngayon po, ay naiwan na ako sa pagtakbo. Kaya ako na lang po nag-broadcast sa inyo.
So, Tito Norman, hindi ko na kinakaya tumakbo. Kaya naman tumigil para mag-report na lang sa
All right. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon.
Mama Ru, thank you so much.
Yes.
Mama Ru, thank you.
Thank you to everyone.
Thank you so much, Tito Norman.
Yes. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Abangan niyo po next week. My guests next week will be the last group of Binibinis for Binibining Filipinas before their finals on July 11. Wow. Yun na po ang aking, kasi I need to do it alternately talaga. And after that, balik po ang Miss World Philippines. And then, abangan niyo po yung masusunod pa nating mga episodes for the remainder of Season 5. And thank you for joining us this afternoon. This has been your blogger and vlogger, Tito Norman, for the first anniversary episode of Pageantry Norms. It has been fun. Girls, don't exit right away. May picture taking lang tayo sa backstage before ano. Okay? Thank you so much. And can we give everyone our biggest flying kiss? Let's give a big flying kiss to everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Tita.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Tito.
Thank you, everyone. Huwag muna kayo mag-exit. May picture taking tayo. Nakaloka.